That's good.
Should I buy a hamster cage on Wish?
What kind? Just a regular
I
one?
don't know. Look at him. Look at him right now. He just fucking climbed on the ceiling and fell. He's been climbing on the ceiling the whole time you were in the bathroom. By the way, that was a long ass piss.
Yeah, dude.
You were fucking pissing for so long.
I've been drinking a lot of water lately.
Wait, did you already drink the seltzer?
Huh? Yeah.
Jesus, bro. You drink the milk? Like, Jesus. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we kick this episode off. I'm eating chicken cauliflower rice. There's also cauliflower in it, which I did not realize. I got one of those BJ's bags. Yeah, so it was like potatoes, green beans, cauliflower, and chicken.
Dude, that looked good.
Yeah, but it just wasn't enough, so I added another bag of cauliflower rice.
It smells good too.
It's gas because I put G Hughes sweet chili on it, baby.
Oh, okay.
You can never go wrong with my man G.
Man, G.
Oh yeah, that's my main man. But otherwise, I remember having something in my notes that I wanted to ask you about because it came to my attention like recently.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask about it. It's so like when it comes to like I don't know, girls, all right? Like chasing girls or trying to get a partner or dating, actively looking for like a significant other. Why do you think it's like it is, like women don't or they won't like chase men? Like how come it's always the opposite? How come we have to do it all the time?
Because I feel like
where does that stem from, do you think?
I think it stems from like you know how like we're connected to like mammals and animals and stuff? You know how like in the wild how like the
woman's always dominant. Oh wait, yeah, that's where you're getting at.
That's what I mean. They
like spiders. The fucking you ever see spiders? Like spider women, they literally get impregnated and then they kill the fucking dude.
The male,
they kill the male and then they give babies. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's
it's crazy.
Nuts.
Dude.
They just kill like what?
I think that's the same
thing. Just
killed
your kid's dad.
It's like that's the same thing with like snakes, I think, or some of that.
Possibly.
I think it's like a thing, but like I don't know. I feel like it's like it goes back to like even like not even our ancestors, but like our like the animals and stuff, and how they, with how they, because even like with lions and stuff, how they, like in the animal kingdom, it's the ladies usually chase the men and stuff, yeah. And like
they're like, hey, put your dick in me.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally,
that's
like what it is.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like how, and like, but then like. With like humans.
Why is it not like that in life? Yeah, why are we different?
I don't know. I feel
is it like that with monkeys? Like are monkeys like that? Are monkeys like more like us or more like lions and stuff?
I think they're more like us, honestly.
Let's find out.
If I was gonna give a guess,
I'd
say,
I would probably guess that too.
You think so? Yeah, I'd say yeah.
What gender roles do monkeys have? I'm just gonna type that. Let's see. Sexual differentiation. Do monkeys have gender roles? Again, gender necessarily entails socially determined roles. In both chimpanzees and bonobos, as well as in many other primates, grooming serves as a way of strengthening social bonds in the wild. Most of the grooming in both species is male on female. Okay, so
it's, yeah.
So the guys are fucking doing shit to impress the girls.
Yeah.
So they're more like us.
Maybe it's just like I don't know. It's weird. But it's true though. It's like the men are the ones that's supposed to chase, and not the women.
But why? Weird. Why do you think that? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, do you think it's because...
Maybe because of like how...
Do you think it's because of how society adapted? Do you think maybe in the past it was different? Like I don't know.
Back.
Like way back. Like Neanderthal. Neanderthals, bro. Wait, let's look that up. Like, were women or male Neanderthals more dominant? I should just talk to Siri. That's what I should do. I wonder how Siri is on my laptop.
You ever tried it before?
No. I don't even know if I set it up.
Oh.
Hey Siri, can you search on Google if... No?
I found this on the web.
Word. And she talks on the podcast.
That's crazy.
Wait, please. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, dude, what?
Oh no! Shit.
My sound buttons aren't working.
Oh god!
Oh, it's because it says right arrow right now. I don't know.
Oh.
These podcast episodes are probably fucked. Watch.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. Okay, let's see what Siri found. What do we know about the lives of Neanderthal women? Yeah. Scientists began that suspect that the Forbes skull was female. Okay, so their skulls were different? What the fuck? The first ever sketch of a living Neanderthal imagined a four-skull doodle apparently captured. This is just a bunch of shit about them. What if we stop treating Neanderthals as monolithic population and consider how being female might have influenced life? Assumptions most still be made. This is this is crazy. Like, this is a long-ass article, dude. Alright, fuck that.
But no, I feel like maybe it's just the way it's, in a way, like how you kind of said, like how the society works now these days. It's like over time, it's just the women are just adapted to be like.
Oh yeah, also has to do with like the alpha beta thing.
You know, it's funny you say that.
Like
I was gonna put the word out there, the alpha, because that's just like with wolves and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's the alpha is the one that gets the most.
Yeah, he eats the liver type of thing. He gets the liver.
He gets the yeah. So I mean, I think honestly, it's just with over the years and over the generation and generation, it's just that's what the woman. I mean,
are you an alpha or are you a beta?
I'm a fucking alpha. Look at the fucking mindset of the alpha. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I feel like
two alphas in a room together.
Oh, that shit. Oh man. No, but no. What's it called? Oh, because I don't look at myself as a follower. I look at myself as a leader, and that's what an alpha is. Alpha is a leader, not a follower. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
alpha,
but you know the alpha stays at the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that like the picture, like how wolves walk and stuff. The alpha's always in the back.
Yeah, because he lets his followers go and do the damage, and then he goes into.
Yeah, they go and fucking kill whatever it is.
Yeah,
and
you
then
ever see the movie with Liam Neeson?
Oh yeah, of course, dude. The Gray is like one of my favorites.
That.
Dude, I've seen that like 10 times.
Be real with me. Be real.
Fucking
Did he survive?
Dude. No, I don't think so.
Oh, Trevor, really, man? You gonna be like that?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
damn.
wish. I hope. I wish.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
They should make a number 2, bro.
Yeah.
How would they do that though? Like, what would it even be? What
like
would
maybe
be the plot?
Because they didn't. No one knew that they were there, so it was like, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard.
Yeah, like him. Okay, so he won. Clearly, he won the fight with the wolf.
And then he's
alpha.
the wolf leader.
Wolf leads the pack. Yeah, but what goes on? The
wolves
help him
get
him home.
Wow.
Somehow,
We're the
he
two
becomes the
directors.
leader. Yeah, he kills the alpha, so then they like start like being like dogs to him, kind of thing.
Dude,
they listen to him and shit.
I've always thought about that.
Dude, I feel like that would be too sci-fi-ish. You know?
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
now these days. Yeah, but that's like now these days. There's a lot of stuff that is so sci-fi-ish. Like, Sharknado, fucking. Like I feel like
which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Oh my god!
I actually never watched any of those.
I just saw the first one.
I've never
and then
even
I was
seen
like,
it.
I'm never gonna watch these again.
How cheesy is it?
It's really fucking
But
cheesy.
it was supposed to be. It's meant to be cheesy.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Dude,
yeah.
it's a movie called Sharknado. Obviously, it's like intended that way.
Yeah. Are you into animal movies?
What do you mean?
Like, do you like watching like Jurassic World?
Well, yeah, I like that.
Oh,
shit.
that's a yeah.
The new one's supposed to come.
People from the other ones, from the first one, are all gonna be in it from like the original one.
Or the next Jurassic one.
Yeah, the Sam
That's
Neill
dope.
and
what's his face?
Jeff Gold.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
Yep. That's dope. That's dope.
So that's definitely gonna be cool and stuff.
Well, I wonder where they got that idea from. Marvel.
Dude, I
bringing
honestly,
the Spider-Man back.
Tell you one thing, like Marvel is just they're like
Bro,
their brand is just so.
they just get better and better.
They really
and it doesn't,
do.
Like,
No.
dude, they just introduce new characters that no one fucking knows, and
No.
then they make mad money off of it.
Now tell me, how do you think they continue to be so successful? Like their star. Like how do you think? Would you say in a way? How do they keep? Because you're a Marvel, you love Marvel and stuff. Like, how would you say that they just keep continuing to
Because
impress?
they're givers. They have like the mentalities of givers. Mm-hmm. Because what they do is they're trying to give their best and put out the best movie for us. So I think having like that mindset toward making movies and stuff is why they produce such good movies. because they want to do fan service. They want to stick to mostly to the comics, you know, but put their own spin on it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's definitely just a fan service thing for sure.
Yeah.
They're just like good people. You know what I mean? That want to give these characters the best live action adaptations. You know, and make them exactly how they're or as close as possible as they can in modern society to their character arcs.
And that's what I like about those Marvel movies, that they really, compared to other movies and stuff, and like, you know, they really talk about their characters and who they are and what they are, not even just with wearing the suit or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
like, so for instance, with the comic thing and trying to be as comic accurate as possible, the Black Panther movie. So the Black Panther movie, the dude that challenged him.
Yeah.
Not Killmonger, M'Baku.
M'Baku,
his character in the comics is called White Ape.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're not going to use that in the movies and stuff like that because, you know, it's kind of...
Yeah.
It's a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's not a very good name and a good look to have a character be called White Ape. That's a big black dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they just call him M'Baku and call him the White Ape or whatever. So, but that's like, that's what I mean by as close as they can get to comic accuracy.
Yeah. Because like, I know, you know, you said you read a couple of the comics, right?
Yeah, a handful.
So for the people that watch the comics, would you say that they have the same kind of like mindset of the, you know, movies, would you say, no less? I mean, I know the comics definitely are more in depth and more into...
people who wrote the comics and shit?
Yeah, like...
Well, the people who wrote the comics made the damn characters, so it's like...
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's just... It's like writing a book. It's the same thing, you know? They just, like, continued to adapt the character.
Well, how about the people that actually that read them? They're not the
people... What do you mean? Like, what do they go into reading it? What about them? Yeah, what about the reader? What about them?
What do you think that they have this, like, do they like the comics more than they like the movies, or do they like the movies better?
A lot of them definitely would say that the
they
comics,
like the comics
are better.
Okay, yeah, because they're more...
And especially if you're a reader, you know what I mean? Because...
Yeah.
So it's kind of biased, but... Like, I'm going to say the movies are better because I grew up on the movies type of thing. You know? I only read a handful of comics. It's like I didn't grow up in that era. So it's like people who... you know, grew up in that era and were reading comics and then got to see the movies, they're going to see the comics. It's like going to see a movie that's adapted from a video game or something, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, the video game's way better. You know what I mean? It's like the Sonic movies. It's like, you don't really do the characters justice well enough.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, why they fucking... Remember when they had to remake the whole movie because they made Sonic look like a fucking... Like, dude.
I've seen Sonic, but
You've seen that? Okay, look at it. Originally, they had him look like... Tried to make him live action, so he looked realistic. And he looked like shit. Like, didn't look like him. So they had to remake the whole fucking movie.
Damn, really?
Because the fans had power over it, bro. Because they were like, oh, the fans aren't going to like it. Look, you know what I mean? So let's change the whole movie. So they had to redo all the things. So, Sonic... CGI... So this is what he originally was. They tried to like make him live action.
Wow,
and that doesn't look like Sonic, bro. So they had to
him.
change him to what he looks like in the video games, basically. So yeah, that's fan service for you. Yeah, like look how stupid this looks.
That looks really dumb.
Like what is that? Look how stupid he looked, dude. Yeah. He looked like a person. Like what? It was so weird. Yeah, but no, I watched the Sonic movie. I liked it.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out too, I think.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, Knuckles is in it, dude. I'm hyped. Knuckles is dope. Knuckles is like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, speaking of mindset, what like mindset and mentality? What exactly do you think that like? How do you define a mindset? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Like what kind of mindset? Are there types of mindsets?
I'd say there's types of mindsets.
I'm gonna unload questions on you.
Yeah, I'd say so. That I have some listed down. So there's the social mindset, the growth mindset, the fair mindset, the lazy mindset, the naive mindset, the business mindset, the dreamer mindset, or the follower mindset, or the leader mindset.
Do you think that those could be narrowed down?
Yes, definitely. I think that...
Because I feel like more often than not, people are a combination of a lot of those, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can be like 4 different types.
Yeah.
With that long of a list. So I think there would be like categorize them.
Yeah. But I'd say the top 3 that are, like, the most, like, they're, important.
Most prominent
is the growth mindset, because you can improve with that. Is
That's
like,
a book, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Did you read it?
No, but I read that I didn't read that book, but there's also one on the growth. It is a growth mindset, and it's another book. Like, it's a small one. I don't know if we're talking about the same one, but I read a little bit of it. But, like, the growth mindset is, like, how you can improve with your skills, effort, and practice, and also learn from your mistakes and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then there's, like, also they have the positive mindset. So it's, like, instead of having that negative mindset that everything's going to be to shit or everything's going to be bad or, just kind of, like, saying, like...
Yeah, it's being the
like,
optimist.
You're pretty much, like, for instance, example, like, if you're going to, like, you're trying to get it, like, you have a job interview today, and it's, like, you're going to say, if you have the mindset that it's, like, oh, everything's going to go bad because, with whatever and stuff, then, like, you're going to probably have a bad interview. But if you go in there with a good positive mindset, open-minded and stuff, then it's going to go out good and stuff because it's how you look at it.
Yeah, it's the battle between like optimism and pessimism.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have their own opinions on people.
Yeah.
In what they, what people are as themselves. Like, they think they're a half full person, but other people may perceive them to be a half empty type of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
no, definitely.
Yeah, so it all depends on, how you act and how a lot of the things, actions speak louder than words. So
no, definitely.
It's how you act more. So you can say whatever you think you are, but what you do and how you live and how you act around other people and all that stuff comes into the equation. So yeah, what kind of mindset you have?
So I'm actually
there's a third one, right? Did you miss one?
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, right here.
What's the third one? Wait. Growth. We got growth mindset, and that's like learning from your mistakes. We got the optimism, positive
mindset. Yeah.
Okay, let's change it to optimism.
Okay.
Optimistic mindset.
Okay.
That's a long word.
Yeah. And then absence mindset.
Absence?
Yeah.
Absence. Abundance.
My fault. So that's like with to see that your limited potential in life. That means you can see potential in yourself and everyone around you.
That sounds negative.
What?
Like having abundance. Explain it to me.
It's to see the limitless potential in life means you can see potential in yourself and everyone around you. You, as a result, you can intentionally drive towards creating the life that you want.
Okay, so it's just like taking what you can have, taking what you already have. Yeah, what you already have, and making more out of it.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of like with whatever like genetics you have or whatever and stuff, and then you want to get into with training with whatever, like if you're a bodybuilder and you have the genetics of whatever you have, it's like, okay, you're gonna work with whatever you have, then you don't have, and then you're gonna work with whatever you need and to get that goal, you're gonna work towards it. You know what I mean? So it's like to put in.
Yeah, well, nothing is. Okay, so that's more of people who don't necessarily get things handed to them type of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
But what I'd say example of before I tell you like mine, I'd say one of the best examples of a person's mindset is Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality. That is probably one of the best mindsets to have, and not even just in sports, but in life. And it's how, with his, it's, and I looked more into about it and stuff because I actually read a book about it and stuff, and it's about how, having get better in anything you do in life, just to keep going and just to, anything you do in life, just try your best at, and give it your all and stuff, and and like it says, it's all those good things about having a good mindset is into that, with getting better at, by 100%, just getting better every single day, no matter even if it's your hard days or your bad days or, your sick days, sad days, whatever. It's just to keep going towards that end goal or whatever and stuff, or, so I really look at it as like that Mamba mentality is a really good thing to have and stuff. I mean, I don't think anyone could have that better than Kobe himself because that was his mindset.
Yeah.
But there is definitely other athletes out there that, or I shouldn't say athletes, anyone like that, the Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, like all of them, like their mindsets are extreme, crazy to even like think about.
Now, do you think mindsets? What establishes a mindset? Like, what creates it?
Honestly, is what you go through in life. I think to make you what, in a way, because it's like whatever your downs or your ups you get, or you like, it's kind of like whatever you go through in life. But it's like, I wouldn't say it's just like from your bad like downs. It's also from your good ups. You know what I mean? Like, so whatever if you like
achievements
and stuff, but like also your failures, because I think in life it's like,
I feel like it has more so to do with that.
Yeah,
failing, how you deal with failure, what you learn from it, and stuff.
That's definitely true. But also too with accomplishing something, it's like I don't just not even just accomplishing something like your job, the thing is just even just being like a good parent or some of that, or being a good sister or brother or whatever and stuff, or like even just being a good person, like the small little things I think is good to have that good, with having a good mindset.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it.
I wouldn't just say like having like, you got a good approach, got more of a pay and stuff, So yeah, I think it's, it's probably different for everybody else and stuff, but I'd say like my mindset in a way is I call it is the Cubes mindset, is to think and learn and also to grow of something that you want to get good at in anything in life, and how to just keep going forward no matter what the world throws at you.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that's your thing. That's your little thing.
That's how I look at it. And right now it's it's going good. It's going. I'm still here. I'm not. So just keep going. And in a way, it's just like I feel like whatever, like, and this is not like spiritual and stuff. I think it's like, or religion wise, it's just what I think that wherever like life throws at you, like itself, not anything else. What life throws at you is like it's supposed to like impact you in a way, good or bad, but like even if it's bad, you learn from it and stuff, and that's the only way to grow, is to to learn from and to fail at things and stuff, and just to keep moving forward and stuff. But what would you say is like your mindset, like what would you say in a way like that?
I would say it depends, because I answer every question with it depends.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like it depends in what sense we're talking about, because I feel like I am on an axis, I think, and depending on where I'm spinning, I have a different mindset. So like wherever I'm going, like or what I'm doing, at the current moment. So like with podcasting, like my mindset right in this moment right now is, make a good podcast, you know what I mean? Like stay focused, I'm like in my notes here, like trying to, I'm like, just, I feel like and that comes with a lot of things, that's me in the gym, like focus, like get a good workout in. So I think it all
connects.
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is, all the mindsets that I have in certain areas of my life are good, I guess, you know what I mean? Like
just to get better every other day.
Yeah, literally every day, just do good. Like whatever you're doing, like do it good. I guess, you know what I mean? Like I want to go to work and have a good shift. After work, I want to have a good workout. I want to make sure it's good. You know what I mean? I want to record a good podcast. Like, so I think a lot of my motives around anything is just like, I hope this is good.
Yeah.
Or not even I hope this good. It's like, I'm going to make this good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's,
now,
I try to take advantage of that when I can.
No, that's good. Yeah. So quick question. Now, in a way, do you believe in this? So, you know how they say it's like, what would people remember you as, like, or what people will remember you for and stuff, all that kind of stuff. Do you believe that, like, in a way is, I'm going to look as, like, athletes-wise,
I wasn't a big basketball guy, but I did watch a lot of his, like, final seasons.
Okay. Yeah. So, how people say, like,
I've seen old Kobe and stuff, obviously, you know what I mean? It's everywhere.
Like, when they when you do, like, Kobe,
yeah,
you're not doing,
bro.
So,
of course,
but,
always,
exactly.
Always.
But, like, no.
Kobe!
Yeah, exactly, But, like, see how we remember him as a basketball player, you know what I mean? But
an amazing one.
One, right? But we don't
like best. You know what I mean? Like one of the best.
Do it. Like, it's like in a way a god to do, almost in a way. But Do you believe that when someone passes away, do you believe it's, do you remember them on what they did in life, on how they made people feel in their life?
Oh yeah, definitely treating people how they treated people and stuff. Fuck what they did. I don't care how rich they got, what they did as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? It's more so, more so how they reacted with my family, how they were at family gatherings, how they treat people. And even if it's like it would have to be a closer family relative, one that you know what I mean? Because also if it's like your grandma, or like not your grandma, but like say it's like one of your aunts that you like never see, you know what I mean? You don't necessarily know what type of person she is, you know what I mean? So it's like,
because but definitely, but
obviously she loves you and you see her at family events and she's always nice and stuff. But what does she go through at home when you don't see her the other 6 months of the year? You know what I mean?
Because I was listening to on a podcast about it was a sports one, but it's Antonio Brown and stuff.
Was it Full Send, that one?
No, it wasn't that one. It was with Brendan Marshall and it's this other. NFL player. I forget his name, but
they have a podcast.
It's called I Am an Athlete. Pretty cool. It's interesting and stuff. But they say and how crazy this might sound, but like at the end of the day, Antonio Brown, he's still a human being. He's still a person. He still makes mistakes. He's not perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be.
But
everyone hates on him. I'm like, he's just being himself.
He's being himself. And
he's doing what he's got to do.
And he said something that like really like made me feel. And he's like, at the end of the day, I'm a fucking football player. I'm not, football needs me. I don't need football.
Yeah, facts.
And he's like,
I remember. I remember hearing this. I do remember hearing this.
He says, he's like, he says, I don't, people think that, this is who I am. Like, as fans, we think as him as a football player and stuff, but his boys, his family, his kids think him as who he is to them. And it's like, he's like, at the end of the day, there's all time. He's like, yes, I'm a professional athlete, but there is tons of us in this world. No one's gonna care who Antonio Brown is in 50, 80 years by now. You know what I mean? Because that's just
Well, you can make people. You can make that.
You can make that.
People are gonna know who Kobe is 50, 80 years from now.
50 years, yeah. But like, they're gonna, they just as a basketball player, they don't know him as a legit a real person, because we don't.
Yeah, and we kind of have the further and further away you get. That's like why we don't necessarily have that connection with Michael Jordan.
Exactly,
because
that's a good
because we didn't see what he did for people and all that stuff. We just see him as a basketball player, and then also we just see the highlights.
Exactly, but like we don't know. Like,
we don't see behind the curtain at all.
Exactly, and it's
singers, artists,
millionaires, and entrepreneurs. But it's like, it's just crazy because it's like...
Good thing you got to know me now before I get rich as fuck.
Yeah, honestly.
Because then you could just say good things about me.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my selfishness talking.
It's not... I wouldn't say it's your selfishness. It's your mindset.
And it's also, I want to treat you good. You know what I mean? You mean a lot to me. So it's like... In my friends and my family and all that stuff, it's like I would never want... I don't want to be the... I don't want people at my funeral that are gonna be like, "He was kind of an asshole." You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, I want people to feel me. You know what I mean? I want to touch people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I want to change people's lives.
Yeah. You know when we were talking about last time when you were like, what motivates in this? Like what's your kind of thing? It's like how, like, to make other people feel and stuff. Like, I say with my thing too is making people realize why they're here in this world. You know what I mean? Like, what's all good things and stuff about them and stuff, like, because if you never like realize, I'm open to anybody. Like, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care who you are, what you are, what's your background,
I've been more like that recently. I never was like that, dude. But when I started hanging with you and shit, you kind of had a positive impact on me in that sense. I felt like I was like, I need to be more nice to people, and I just talk to mad people now.
I heard when you were like to me, you said something one day. You were like. And I was really happy to, like, you were happy for yourself, I could tell, but I was really happy up in here for you when you were like, one day, I was walking into work and I saw like trash on the ground, and that's your your work. That's your brand. You know what I mean? And you picked it up. You didn't have to do that, bro. Like that's, but that's like
that's how I. That's what I do, dude.
Like,
I do that shit when I walk around my neighborhood.
Exactly, bro.
Like,
because
if there's like a fucking water bottle in front of me on the ground, I pick it up and throw it in the nearest dumpster. Like, I'll walk that shit a mile. You know what I mean? To throw it in the dumpster. Like,
because it's it's your neighborhood. It's
my
your
neighborhood.
foundation.
Yeah, I don't want to live in a fucking shitty neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
And it's like
I do it in the gym because I want to lift in a clean gym, and I want my gym to be clean. It's like
because they say it's like they treat your job just like how you treat your house and stuff, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you should,
because it's a good thing to have and stuff. What's it called? But I'd say like in a way like when I actually like last episode about what kind of like mindset mindset you had before you got into this fitness thing and stuff. I think my mindset like before was like kind of like all kind of different things, but like one of it was like being.
And this is before you got into running and stuff?
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff is being afraid of what people thought who I really was. You know what I mean? Like people like judging me and who I really am.
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that because literally I had that dilemma in my head recently, like because a couple months ago or whatever. It's like I didn't like start my business and stuff because I had the fear of like what people would think. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not gonna get any clients. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know what I'm talking about. It's that like what do they call it? Imposter syndrome.
Yes, that's
so.
Way.
Yeah, you feel like you feel less. You feel like you decrease your own value because you're worried about strangers. It's like what?
Yeah.
It's like people you don't know. Like, obviously, like, your friends and shit, it's like, obviously, like, a lot of people are going to be insecure, like, what do my friends think? But it's like, in the end of the day, if they're your real friends, you know what I mean? They would stick around and they would support you. So, and I've learned that the hard way, you know what I mean? It's like doing the music stuff and I lost a lot of friends and stuff, but, clearly they weren't my friends. But you made good
friends, so it's,
I found my true people and my true friends that are still around here, you, we're doing this podcast and stuff. Paul, he's like my manager and we're doing the music shit and it's like I got so many friends. It's like Dalton's like my client right now. We're still boys. And it's like Riley, it's like all those people that are still there. Smiles is out in fucking Florida. He's still hitting me up. Like we still talk. John's out in Florida. We still talk. Like from 8th grade, I saw the dude like once in 4 years. Like, you know what I mean? Those are my friends. Like that's how I see my friends. Malcolm, like boom, went to the army, came back. We had a great conversation and shit. Hugged me. We said you love each other. Like and you left up. It's like I don't need much, but I need to know that you're still around and stuff. We're guys, so we don't like crave love and attention in that way. You know what I mean? We want it more so from females, but it's like we still need that brotherly bond in the fraternity of that, like you know what I mean, like exactly what I mean.
Exactly
it's like you need
mean,
that,
bro.
you literally need that because those our friends and the people we hang with and spend the most time with, their actions are going to bounce off of ours, and what they are like we're going to slowly either become or change them, and some people are harder to adapt to the way you live as opposed to you adapting to the way they live, and that was my problem was when I started worrying about what people would think about me is like, all right, start acting a little different, more like my friends, my quote unquote friends. And that was what changed me in a negative way. And I realized that, and that's when I cut everybody off. And I was like, no, I need to find who I am first. And then find friends that are like me already. I don't want to change people. I don't want people to change me. And I don't think anyone should have to go through that.
No, exactly. It was actually kind of funny. And I actually thought about it. And, she was right. So Monday, I was at work and stuff, and I was talking to one of the waitresses, and she's young. She's a couple years older than me, and she was like, we were talking and stuff, and I was talking to her about my friend Jason that passed away and stuff, and how memories of how we knew each other and stuff, and like we were talking and stuff, and like she said to me, she was like, you honestly like you were like the good example and like a good leader to show guys that like they can show out their real emotions. Like they don't have to be this tough man and stuff. Like
yeah, and believe it or not, guys that are listening to this right now, I don't know if we get a lot of female listeners, but I'm assuming the majority of I should check the analytics, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we only get like 18 viewers, but you know,
but you never know.
We love you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
and we're still doing this, so stick around, please.
Hell yeah.
But you know, I'm assuming the majority is men, and I if they're, you know, a lot of women find that shit way more attractive than your muscles and stuff. Like
you're outside, then you're inside.
They want to know what kind of person you are. You're nice to people. You treat your mom right. You treat waiters right. You know, you're emotional. You know, you're polite. You communicate. You're polite. You got manners.
Gentleman.
Chivalry. Like you know what you say, what you do, and how you look. That's for sure.
And honestly, I'd say, you know, the mature girls too, because you know there's some girls out there that, you know, they want
women.
Women. That's true. Yeah.
I hate girls.
Yeah.
I want a woman. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, because it's like that's why I lost a lot of friends. You know, I was friends with boys. I wanted to be friends with men. And, and now I believe all my friends that I'm friends with like are men.
Yeah.
People I talk to the most, anyways.
Yeah.
Like Malcolm, you, Paul.
Yeah.
Like.
Exactly. No.
Guys that got goals and ambitions and drive and stuff like that.
And will, like the will to win.
You know what they are is, and this is what I came to the conclusion of is I read Man Up by Pedro Sculian.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard of him.
So I read that book. It's like how to deal with bullshit and kick ass in life and business or something like that. I think it's what it's called. But he talks about, you know, a lot of people have those friend groups that they're in where it's just a bunch of anchors. And he tells you, you know, you need to go out, get rid of the anchors. You know, your boat's not going to go anywhere if you got anchors. You know, you're sitting in the same place or you're going in circles. You know what I mean? And he's like, you need to get rid of them, and you need to find propellers and add propellers into your life.
Yep.
And I find you a propeller. You know, Paul's a propeller, Malcolm's a propeller, Dalton's a propeller. Like all those type of people. I want more of those people around. And it's like that's what I'm seeking, and that's the type of friends I want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the type of people I want to be around, because they're not holding me back. They're gonna push me forward.
Yeah, to your true potential.
Yeah, and they're gonna help me keep going, and you know what I mean. And it's an external motivational like factor. Like it's outside of like you, which isn't necessarily like needed. You know, I believe everyone should just be internally motivated to do what they should do. You know, have that ambition and whatnot, and the grit and will to do it.
Yeah.
But you know, having external factors is dope. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna not want that. You know what I mean? So like getting that and just establishing that just to have it, you know, as a backup plan type of thing.
Yeah.
But you should definitely have your own like internal motivations. But
Yeah, definitely. It's a definitely thing that really, because it's always good to have that, you know, the extra, you know, because there's days like I know, you know, you, I, everybody, Paul, they all have bad days and stuff. So, you know, it's good to have that, you know, that person in your corner, like, you know, when you're down and stuff, and you need some like momentum. It's good to have that, like, that person over there or a group of people to like be like, hey, like, you know, you got this, like, remember why you started and remember when you're gonna finish. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's definitely really important.
Hey guys, just want to come here and thank you guys for listening. We did end up getting cut off at the end there for an unknown reason, so we apologize for that. But thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Fitness Over Everything podcast, aka the FOEcast, because we wanted to give it a cool name. You can find Cubes on Snapchat and Instagram at acubes123, and you can find me on Instagram at the Trevor Violet. That's TheTrevorViolettE. And you can find me on Twitter as well at Legendary, which is LEJEHNDARY. Once again, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys in the next episode.